Welcome to my channel. So today topic is discovery of electron. So before starting this video, please watch my previous video, that is Dalton's atomic theory. If you watch that video, it is easy to understand this topic. So in this video, we start with the experimental observations made by scientists towards the end of 19th and beginning of 20th century. So they established that atoms can be further divided into three subatomic particles, that is electrons, protons and neutrons. So this concept is very different from that of Dalton. So how electrons are discovered? In 1830, Michael Faraday showed that if electricity is passed through a solution of electrolyte, chemical reactions occurred at the electrodes, so which resulted in the liberation and deposition of matter at the electrodes. By this experiment, he said that the behavior of charged particles, like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other, like magnetic properties. So again in mid-1850s, he began to study electrical discharge in partially evacuated tubes known as cathode ray discharge tubes. So this is the cathode ray made of glass containing two thin pieces of metal called electrodes sealed in it. So the negative side is called cathode and the positive side is called anode. These two electrodes are connected with a high voltage battery, and above we can see the vacuum pump. By using this vacuum pump, we can reduce the pressure of the gases in the tube. And he did so many experiments by using different kind of gases and level of pressures. Finally, he said that the electrical discharge through the gases could be observed only at very low pressures and at high voltages. When sufficiently high voltage is applied across the electrodes, current starts flowing through a stream of particles moving in the tube from the negative electrode to the positive electrodes. So the particles are moving from negative to positive. So they gave the name the cathode rays or cathode ray particles. Again, the flow of current from cathode to anode was further checked by making a hole in the anode and coating the tube behind anode with a phosphorescent material, that is zinc sulfate. See the definition of fluorescent and phosphorescent. So when the rays starts from cathode and passing through anode, after passing through anode, strike the zinc sulfide coating. So a bright spot on the coating is developed. So this process we can see in CFL bulbs and television. So by doing this experiment, they confirmed that the particles are moving from cathode to anode. So the result of these experiments are summarized below. The characteristics of cathode rays, we can say that the first one is the cathode rays starts from cathode to anode, and the second one is these rays themselves are not visible, but their behavior can be observed with the help of certain kind of materials, that is fluorescent or phosphorescent materials. So next, third one is in the absence of electrical or magnetic field, these rays travel in a straight lines. If the presence of electrical or magnetic field, the behavior of cathode rays is similar to that expected from negatively charged particles. So the cathode rays consist of negatively charged particles called electrons. So the final one is the characteristic of cathode rays do not depend upon the material of electrodes and nature of the gas present in the cathode rays tube. So thus we can conclude that the electrons are basic constituent of all the atoms. In my next video, we will know about the charge to mass ratio of electrons, and like, share and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.